This is a very important day for the club, and I'd like to thank our elected members here who put a lot of hard work in here, and they're all volunteers. I'd also like to thank all the young people standing here tonight, and also our members who, at the end of the day, if they don't put their hands in their pockets, this club can't keep going. So this club will be open for everyone, anyone, so as you come in here to enjoy your sport. And I wish you all to come along and see it when it's finished. And I'd like to thank you all tonight for coming in here tonight and joining us this year. After that lovely speech, I'm going to put Nathan under pressure, so he doesn't do many speeches. He's not the work up to her. Thank you. Nathan.
One stage yesterday in Westminster in Downing Street, it didn't look as if we were going to make it back here in time. It looked as if we could have been there for the weekend, but as things turned out, we didn't need to be, thankfully. The Prime Minister at one stage said, you know, I have to be on a plane tomorrow morning to be in Brussels for 7 o'clock, so she says I have to get a plane at 3:45, an RAF flight out in Northwold. And I said, well, I might need to get the same plane over to Belfast. But she says, you know, I have to be there because Jean-Claude Juncker, the President of Juncker, he's a family event, and after 7 o'clock he's heading off somewhere and he'll be back to Sunday. So I said, well, that's good because I have to be in Brantwood by 6 o'clock. And as Tommy mentioned, the Phillips floodlighting scheme, I've learned a lot about floodlights tonight, I tell you, that I didn't know previously. Tommy was saying he had to jump out of bed some nights to go down and turn off the lights down at Seaview. But with this app that you have, you can do it sort of remote control, and it's really state of the art. First installation of this high-spec light and management application to a football club in the United Kingdom. That's pretty historic and pretty a big pat on the back for that. I mean, that's really a fantastic achievement for Brantwood.
Folks, I'm going to talk from the computer, if that's okay. It's just because I have to click a few buttons. I'm going to do at this stage, I'm not going to go through all this, but it's just to give you a sense that these are huge sort of statements around, you know, Brantwood Football Club. Ultimately, they have an ambition to get back into senior football, and I think that's huge. And with Darren, the manager here, the players, it's hugely achievable. The one big thing over years gone by is, had we won the Ballymena Provincial League, we would have been precluded from actually going up in the Championship 2 football because our ground didn't meet the criteria. So Noel, Jimmy, the guys at the club started a plan, a relationship with Lochside Football Club to, I suppose, create a much better standard of facility here so that we could get up into Championship 2. And I have no doubt, under Darren's guidance and the club here, that's very, very achievable. This is where we are at the minute in this little pavilion. And the plan, as we said, was to do a 3G pitch and floodlights. Long story short, we couldn't raise all the money to do the 3G pitch and the floodlights at the one time. So what we agreed to do was, because of end of year spend, was do the floodlights first. And I think, as Nigel rightfully said, to be the first football club in the whole of the UK to have this new system and these new lights is brilliant. And that's only going to stand us in good stead going forward. And honestly, what I would say is, I know there's no formal representatives from Belfast City Council here tonight. Great to work with them. The Biffa Ward are based in England, so everything that we do is sort of email and all the rest. But Richard Rogers is here tonight from the Alpha programme. He's been exceptional. Without that initial investment, we wouldn't have got the rest. So I just want to say thank you personally to Richard.
This is a big night for Lochside, a night that many of us never thought would happen. For many years we've been campaigning for the development of our own pitch, club, facilities down in Lochside. And whilst we were grateful for the management agreement and managing the pitches for Belfast City Council, the future of our club lies here in the partnership with Brantwood FC through our joint venture company, Brantwood Limited. And the development of a joint vision what we have for this community football facility. Tonight is step one of many steps that we intend to take in the very near future to ensure this facility can be used from 9 AM to 9 PM, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. And to be here on such a cold winter's night, to turn the lights on for us, shows this guy's integrity. As he said earlier, he could be doing a lot more important things. Again, Nigel, thank you. Fortunately, we were to watch these small-sided games tonight on the pitch after the switch on, but under the circumstances they had to be cancelled. When I sent out the message today to all the kids, I get tortured with phone calls. Can we not use orange balls? Can we not do this? Can we not do that? And I says, no, for health and safety we can't play. But maybe next time, when we have that Fiji pitch, we'll leave that with us. Thank you.
Right, folks, it's cold enough, so we'll get on the way. We'll do a countdown, I think, so a countdown from 10, okay, and hopefully when we get to this will work. hope somebody's tested it. Right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sorry.
Can we let him your phone?